Hello everyone and welcome back to Her Social Highness, the channel dedicated to all things elegance, femininity, and etiquette. If you're a woman who values poise and grace, you're in the right place. Today's video is for all the ladies gearing up for a first date, or perhaps you're just curious about what to do on this special occasion. First dates can be exciting, but they also come with a few unspoken rules. So, in today's video, we'll cover some tips that will help you navigate a first date with elegance and charm. Before we dive in, if you haven't already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to join our growing community of ladies who are all about cultivating a more refined and ladylike lifestyle. Now, let's jump into the topic. Before we talk about tips, let's first define what a first date is, especially in the context of dating for a potential long-term relationship. A first date is typically a mutual agreement between two people to meet and get to know each other better, often with the possibility of a romantic relationship in mind. Usually, there's some form of attraction involved, whether it's mutual or one-sided. Now, this isn't about casual dates or hangouts. Today's tips are specifically for those first dates that have the potential to turn into something serious. If that's what you're aiming for, then these guidelines are for you. Let's kick off with the first and perhaps most important tip: be modest in how you dress. Yes, you want to look beautiful, but elegance is key here. Opt for a chic and stylish outfit that flatters your figure, but avoid going too revealing. As the old saying goes, your dress should be tight enough to show you're a woman but loose enough to show you're a lady. First impressions matter, but remember that chemistry should not be the only focus of the date. While physical attraction plays a role, what truly matters is discovering whether you are compatible on a deeper level. Think beyond the surface. Talk about your interests, your hobbies, and your passions. A first date is a chance to find out if you share values, not just mutual attraction. Focus on radiating beauty, grace, and confidence, but keep the conversation and atmosphere centered on your connection. Ladies, this one is important. Always have enough money on you. While it's traditional for the gentleman to pay for the date, especially if he's the one who asked you out, it's always wise to be prepared. Things may not go as planned. Perhaps the bill comes and he isn't as much of a gentleman as you hoped, or maybe there's some other unforeseen complication. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to join our elegant community. Make sure you have enough money to cover your own expenses, whether it's food, drinks, or your transportation home. This doesn't mean you should jump in to pay unless absolutely necessary. In general, let him take the lead, but don't find yourself in an awkward position if something goes wrong. If you do end up paying, and he was the one who asked you out, this is a clear red flag, and likely your cue to make that first date your last date with him. Next, do not get drunk on a first date. I'd advise against alcohol altogether, but if you decide to have a drink, keep it moderate. A first date is not the time to get tipsy or lose your sense of decorum. Choosing a bar or pub for a first date is generally not ideal either. Instead, opt for a venue where you can have a meaningful conversation. You want to ensure that if the date goes poorly, it's not because of the environment or alcohol. Stay classy, stay in control, and make the focus on getting to know each other. Another important point: don't let yourself be swayed by expensive gifts. First dates should be about connecting emotionally and mentally, not being impressed by how much someone can spend. Sure, receiving a gift might seem nice, but be cautious. An extravagant gift on the first date may indicate the wrong priorities or even suggest manipulation. You're here to assess the person's character, not their wallet. So, stay focused on the quality of your interactions, not the value of the gifts. Let's talk food. Never go to a first date on an empty stomach. Why? You don't want to be so hungry that you're distracted by the food, nor do you want to appear as though you're overeating. On the other hand, don't overstuff yourself before the date either. You want to enjoy the meal without feeling uncomfortable. Have a small, healthy snack before the date so you can enjoy the food but stay focused on the person you're with. Balance is key, just as with everything else. When it comes to conversation, stay away from negative talk. A first date is not the time to vent about your ex, your boss, or that one friend who betrayed you. Complaining or bringing up past heartbreaks will put a damper on the atmosphere and won't make you appear positive or attractive. Instead, Focus on light-hearted, positive topics that reflect your passions and dreams. If the conversation starts to drift into negativity, gently steer it back to more uplifting themes. You want to leave a positive impression, so make sure your energy reflects that. Now, if you have any dietary restrictions or allergies, be sure to disclose them early. If you're lactose intolerant, allergic to shellfish, or have any other food-related issue, let your date know ahead of time. This helps avoid any awkwardness at the restaurant and ensures you can enjoy the evening without worry. That said, don't overshare when it comes to your health. Mention only what's necessary to keep the date running smoothly. Another golden rule: don't overshare or undershare. A first date isn't the time to dive into your entire life story. Avoid revealing too much about past relationships, family drama, or personal frustrations. This isn't a therapy session, and you want to maintain an air of mystery. At the same time, don't be so guarded that you barely talk at all. Find the right balance by engaging in meaningful conversation. Share enough to keep the discussion flowing, but always leave room for future dates to reveal more of who you are. Next, don't overstay the date. A first date is an opportunity to gauge whether there's potential for a future connection. Don't try to collapse multiple dates into one. 2 hours is generally enough time to get a good sense of someone. If the date is going well, this gives you the perfect reason to plan a second date. If not, at least it's over soon, and you haven't wasted too much time. Make it clear beforehand that you can only stay for 2 hours. This not only shows that you respect your time and theirs, but also ensures you don't get stuck in an uncomfortable situation. Lastly, don't kiss on the first date. Even if the chemistry is palpable, it's important to maintain boundaries. Kissing too soon can complicate things before you've even had the chance to truly get to know each other. Save intimacy for when you've built a stronger connection. There's so much more to learn about someone on a first date, and a kiss should not be the focus of the evening. Enjoy the conversation, the ambience, and the experience without rushing into physical intimacy. And there you have it, ladies, 10 essential tips for navigating a first date with elegance, grace, and confidence. Remember, first dates are all about discovery, finding out if you and your date share the values, interests, and chemistry needed to build something special. With these tips in mind, you'll be able to approach any first date with poise and clarity. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Her Social Highness for more tips on cultivating elegance, femininity, and timeless etiquette. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.